Hey guys, in this video I want to show you how to install this light. It's a motion activated, wired. I actually had a wireless with the one with the solar panel, and because we're in Northwest, we don't get too much sun. That didn't work out well for me, so I ended up returning that and purchasing the newer one, which is the wired version. It's pretty cheap. It was on sale, like $30 or something. In fact, I bought like 3 of them, pretty much all around the house. I've got one already installed in the balcony, and I'm not an electrician, nothing like that. So this is going to be the first time. Second time I'll be trying to put it on as a normal person, never dealing with the wires at home. So I hope that can help somebody else as well, if you have similar setup as mine or not, but most of the homes have similar setup. So let's get it unboxed and installed. Okay, so that's the mounting bracket, the actual light. I think that's pretty much it. So the light right here. I guess I can leave those on until the very last step, so that way I don't scratch the actual lenses. Okay, so the sense, that's the sensor detection mode. That's how far you want it to be detected and how close, how far. It's pretty much controls the distance on when it's going to turn on the light. You got the option here to control the day or night mode. When do you want the light to come on, during the day or at night. You got the timer, of course, 1, 3 or 7 minutes to have the light stay on, and the brightness here. Pretty straightforward. Hope there's not too much noise. I've got neighbors decided to replace the roof today. But anyway, this is the bracket. Comes with the screws and another metal bracket that goes to the actual ceiling, and I'll show you everything here in a second. This part goes on the light, and this back of it, the back of the plate, is going to be this other bracket mounted like this, which would actually hold the light on your ceiling, roof, wall, whatever you're going to mount it on. Okay, so in my case, I've got, this is something that was already in there. Sometimes you might have a light or something installed you can remove, and most of the homes have similar setup. It's the black, white, and the ground wire like that. And this is what we have here on the bracket. You got black, white, and ground. Okay, so safety first. You can buy one of these electrical pencils, pen I call, is to check which wire is the actual, it has the voltage. So this one has it, this one doesn't, and that's your ground wire. So safety first, of course. If you're not sure, or if you don't have that, it's very cheap in any local store. Even Home Depot might have one. This one I got in a local store. I think Harbor Freight has one too, pretty cheap, maybe like $5. But if you're not sure, just make sure you find in your electrical panel for the whole house, if you can find the switch that can turn off the power in general for the whole area where you're trying to work, so that way you're not going to have any power at all. That's the best way to go. So this is what the electrical panel looks like. Pretty same in all the houses. Might be slight difference, but it's, well, for the most part it's pretty much the same. When you open it up, should be description there for every area, including garage or wherever you're working out. In this case, we're looking for outside, backyard. So that's the one I would start with, which is number 15. So now you go back. As you can see, the side is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. This is 2, 4, 6. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you keep going till 15. So all you do is just shut it off, and then when you're done, switch it back on. And as you can tell, they should all line up. That means they're all on. If you see any one of them off, and by the way, whenever you have lights off and in a room, sometimes you have too many things on that are take too much power, like, you know, vacuum with your hair dryer, for example, can shut off one of these if you use them at the same time from the same plug. And easy way to tell is when one of these is, you know, kind of in the middle or more to the right, when all the other ones line up. So you just switch it back to line up, match the other ones, and that should turn it back on. But once again, if you're ever worried, just find any electrician, and it's very quick process, so they should probably do it for you for very cheap, because it should be super fast. It was literally just half an hour for me the whole job. The second time, and the first time was maybe an hour, but it was because of other issues that hold me up, so it's really not too bad. So these screws fit perfectly for the hole, just like that. They actually screw right on. Just like that. You can leave it loose if you don't have too much room to play with. If you're not sure which way you're gonna go with it, how it's gonna be routed, or the wires and all that, you can always leave it loose or take it out later on. There's the hole for each color wire, and once you put it in, you hold it, tighten the screw, and it would be the way to put it on. And that's pretty much it. So let's do it. The only tricky part about this is it's a pretty small screw, so you have to have a very small screwdriver. In my case, I even used to have a pocket screwdriver. I used to carry in my pocket when I worked on the car and stuff. But if you don't have something that small, it's pretty cheap. The whole kit you can purchase on Amazon for maybe $5-10. A big kit of very small screwdrivers, which can be maybe useful later on in life from different projects. So anyway, let's put these on. So through the hole. It has to have this sharp bend. As soon as it comes out the hole, there we go. Okay, one is in. Next one is the white one. Okay, now we're going to take that wire. And we'll try to bend that in. Hold that in there and tighten down. Just like that. So once again, guide pin is going to go in there. Make sure it's on. All right, as you can see, we got progress. We got good news. First of all, I'm glad everything works with the wiring. It's outside the house. I never tested it. It's just been sitting like that for a while. So okay, now we're ready to mount. Okay, and that's that biggest screw comes with it. I wish it was longer though. Not quite long enough. But it reaches, which is most important. Alright, let me double check if angle fits. Okay, and then to mount the actual light on, this is the screw we need. It's on the back of the light, which is this one here, and it's going to be mounted into the treads right over here. I will show you right into the treads in here. Okay, now we just adjust it the way you want it. This might be better to do, you know, of course, at nighttime, but oh, I know. Don't forget to take these off. That's pretty much it. That's what it looks like. Oh, that's interesting. The camera actually phone turns them off a little. Alright, so nice and bright. We will shoot another quick when it gets darker here shortly, in an hour or so. But this is how my setup is. Of course yours would probably be different, so it took me about half an hour. Really not bad, considering never done this before. So, well, first one on my balcony, which kind of took the same thing, same amount of time. Well, this is it, guys. If you liked it, if it helped you, please like the video, subscribe, share, and have a great rest of the day. Oh, almost forgot. This is the little cap they give you to plug the hole right there from water, dust, and all that stuff. Just like that. Okay. And this is what it looks like at night. As you can see, it's dark. Let's see the difference when it turns on. As you can see, it is pretty bright, and I only got 2 lights this way, and I flipped one around, and I got one of them for my gates, for my side of the house here as well, which helps a lot if you need to move around, you know, walk around at night or whatever. So it's a pretty nice feature that you can kind of move them around anywhere you want. Even with one of them, it's pretty bright.